The first relationship, the privity of contract here, is you to the plaintiff. And I don't see any reason why that wouldn't hold up.
I agree with you. As I told him, hey, if it wasn't for your car, because my car that went out is a small car.
Right.
And if we were driving that car, we probably wouldn't even have this discussion.
So I'm going to let Judge Corriero take it.
Thank you, Judge. I can't help but notice that you seem to be upset, Mr. Suttles. Is there something that you want to express to us? How long have the two of you been friends?
About 15 years.
And you're friendly also with his wife and family? You play in the same band?
Sometimes.
So you kind of know each other's rhythms and feelings?
He's very good.
He's very good. And how about you?
I'm okay.
You're okay.
He's good. Very good.
He gave you a pretty good deal with that Cadillac.
He did.
Right?
He did.
I mean, and he did it out of friendship. Let me tell you how I see this. I think there's some confusion here about what your agreement between each other was. You believed that your responsibility to the plaintiff, if anything went wrong with the car, was to pay it out of the settlement.
Yes.
But we also have an agreement which you signed, which clearly indicates that you're responsible for anything that goes wrong with the car, regardless of fault. That's the clear reading of this. And I'm sure that you feel very awkward about being here suing your friend.
Yes.
And is that what's troubling you?
Yes.
So, I mean, for me, the issue is very simple. You're right. This was not your fault. The injury to your wife is not your fault. Is your wife well now?
Still having problems with
Still
her.
having problems. And you settled for $20,000? It doesn't cover.
No. She just wanted to end it because
the
she was
emotional
frustrated.
anguish. Because I read how the accident occurred. It was frightening.
It was really terrible.
It was frightening. Somebody stopped short on the freeway. Their car broke down, and there were a number of cars that were involved in this. It was a frightening thing.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about the two of you. I have nothing further.
I have one question. I understand you brought a book with you that has some prices specifically for older cars that have some additional value beyond what the Kelley Blue Book might ascribe value to. Is that correct?
I'm into old cars and stuff, so I knew where to look.
And you have marked the price of this particular car. Could you just read to us from the guide what the value of the car is pursuant to that price guide?
2004 CTS 3.6 in great pristine condition is worth $16,500.
What about fair condition?
With everything just beautiful.
Yeah.
In bad condition, it's only worth about maybe $600.
Oh, is there a middle value?
In the middle ground is $8,000, and the one lower than that is $3,000. So I just went in the middle to get the $5,000 estimate.
Okay.
Anything further?
No.
All right, we're going to excuse you while we deliberate in this case. Thank you both very much.
So this loaner vehicle agreement is pretty clear,
Yeah.
I think, which makes this case pretty simple. It is not that the defendant would be responsible if it was his fault. And this accident certainly wasn't, but he's still responsible. The car was in his possession, and we certainly can't hold the plaintiff responsible for what happened here. So I'm inclined, and I'm a sucker for tears, and I felt for the plaintiff, you know, that's not to be factored in, but I do feel he's entitled to some money. I'm inclined to give him the max.
Yo, Dee, we cannot be swayed by the tears.
I can.
Michael can.
I think there is nothing more clear than entirely assume complete and absolute responsibility. I agree, and I think that given the photographs we had of the before of the car, it had some very minor cosmetic damage. And if excellent condition is worth $16,000, I think $5,000 is fair.
I do too. I think that's very reasonable.
So we have a verdict.
Yeah, we have a verdict.
All right. This court is again in session. Gentlemen, we have reached a unanimous verdict. This was a pretty black and white case for us because the agreement's pretty clear that you, Mr. Harris, were to assume sole and absolute responsibility and liability for any damage to the vehicle. And the value of the CTS in excellent condition, you stated, was around $16,000. So the $5,000 that you are asking for is more than reasonable. This is an unfortunate situation. Seeing how emotional you're getting about even being here to bring your friend of 15 years in court for this has to be painful, and I'm hoping that there can be some reconciliation after today. And so the verdict in this case is in favor of you, Mr. Suttles, for the full amount of $5,000. Good luck to the both of you.